So, hello, hey. Uh, what you are about to see is the full PRD for a product called LifeOS. So, the one line version, it's an AI powered personal operating system that connects five normally parts of your life. So, your goals, your finance, your legal stuff, your health, and medication, and what you are learning through long-term AI memory. I'm going to walk you through the 20 slides. By the end of this, you'll know what it does, who it's for, how the money works, and what I'll ask management or an investor for to actually build it. So let's go. So s- start with the problem, because if this part doesn't land, nothing else matters. So modern life is fragmented across 12 plus apps that don't talk to each other. Look at the phone numbers on screen. $450 billion. That's the US perspective market, and roughly 30% of its overpayment because people default to brand name drugs instead of bioequivalent generics. That's the financial pain. $300 an hour average US consumer lawyer rate, which is 7% of people who just walk away from legal disputes because they can't afford that. That's the legal pain which we are solving. So 660 billion, the size of variable health data market by 2028. We have all this data, sleep, heart rate, steps, and it sits raw in Apple Health doing nothing. That's the interpretation pain, sorry. And 12 plus apps per user. Notion for goals, Mint for money, Apple Health for vitals, CordRx for meds, LegalZoom for legal. None of them share context. So the result, people overpay for medication, miss their legal rights, drop their goals, and forget what they have learned, because no single system holds context across domains. That's the gap we are filling. So our solution, LifeOS have five pillars sitting. LifeOS is five pillars sitting on one foundation. Production one, daily output. So the foundation is a long-term memory, single vector plus structured memory that persists across years. That is the platform. Everything else plugs into it. The five pillars are goals and productivity, finance plus cost optimizer, legal knowledge, health and pharma intel, and learning and growth. And the output every morning is a daily AI briefing plus cross domain synthesis, at least two novel insights per user per week that no single domain app could ever surface. The key word here is connected. Mint doesn't know about your meds. GodRx doesn't know about your goals. LifeOS knows. I repeat again, LifeOS knows about all of it because everything writes to the same memory. So I'm gonna switch the slide for so how it works. So six steps running continuously in the background. One is capture your type photograph or auto sync goals, expenses, medication, notes, documents. Remember, everything goes into long term memory, episodic, semantic, procedural, temporary. Retrieve. When you need context, top K relevant memories come back in under 500 milliseconds. Reason, Claude plans which tools to call across FDA, kernel, your own data. Synthesis, the agent finds cross-domain connection, meds talking to goals, legals talking to finance. So act, daily briefing, proactive nudges, and cited recommendation. The whole leap is plan, act, observe, reflect. It's an agent, not a chatbot. I repeat, it's an agent, not a chatbot. So concrete example at the bottom. So here you can see Sarah types in Liberator. LifeOS finds the generic at a Western $7 a month versus 287. It checks her PAP eligibility. It's it eligibles the 280 monthly savings to her college fund goal, and it tells her your goal completes 4.2 months earlier. That's the product in one screen. So I'm gonna move on to market opportunity. So TAM, which is three layers of market. Total addressable, here is the three layers of market. Total addressable market is 1 1.24 trillion dollars globally across our five categories. SAM. What we can actually serve is 90 million user in English speaking in India, US and UK. SOM. What will capture in year one is 70,000 paying subscriber generating $185,000 a month in recurring revenue. Breakdown at the bottom, 10,000 from India at 60K MRR, 5,000 from the US at 95K MRR, 2000 from UK at 30K MRR. Indian dominates volume. The US dominates the revenue per user. That's by design. So the market growth, every segment we touch is growing double digit. By 2028, digital health this hits 660 billion. Pharma cost optimization 135 billion. Personal productivity 98 billion. Growth rates on the right, EdTech India growing 24% a year, digital health 18%, productivity software 12%, legal tech and pharma savings single digit but huge in absolute dollars. Five secular tailwinds all blowing in a different direction. We don't have to create demand, we just have to be the first to connect these markets. So here is the competitive landscape. So read this table row by row. Is it's the most important slide in the deck. You all can read it. For goals, notions and to-do list exist but have no memory, no proactive AI, totally silent. For finance, Mint and YNAB react to your spending but don't link it to your goals and have no medication saving. For health, Apple Health gives you raw data with zero interpretation. For LegalZoom is expensive and generic. For pharma, GodRx does pricing but doesn't link to your health or automate PAPs. For learning, Obsidian is passive and disconnected from a career. For personal AI, Replica and PI are entertainment chat with no real world utility. The takeaway is the dark bar at the bottom. Every commodity solves one pillar, we connect five, and that synthesis is the mode. Nobody can copy this in 6 months because the mode isn't the AI, it's the accumulated user memory across five domains. So I'm gonna switch to the competitive edge. Uh, Cross domain synthesis, long term memory, cost optimized ROI, free public data, geo geo-tuned pricing. Here you can see, you can go through it, and this is the main thing. The product demo, 6 key screens drive 90% of daily engagement. Mobile first, one hand usable, sub 3 second or cold part. First is daily briefing, wakes you up with the priority task and the cross domain insight target. Read in under 60 seconds. Goal dashboard, track velocity, predict competition, see what's blocking you. Cost optimizer, type or photograph a mat, 3 second lookup, savings project. Legal assistant, describe a situation or upload a document, get cited rights. Health and pharma view, timeline of medications overlaid on your sleep, heart rate and step data. Learning library, capture, connect to goals, space, reputation. These 6 screens are what users open every day. Everything else is supporting cast. So here we go. Architecture, 5 layers of architecture: client, API, AI engine, data, external. And I'm going to switch to AI agents. These are the AI agents: 15 plus specialized tools, one persistent agent running, plan, act, observe, reflect. Uh, uh, so 8 specialized agent handle their domains: goal agent, finance agent, pharma agent, health agent, legal agent, learning agent, memory agent, synthesis agent. So this is what we had discussed earlier. So I'm going to switch to, first is the memory engine, which is the memory engine. On the left, the long term memory engine. 4 types: episodes, episodic, what you did and when; semantic, facts about you; procedural, your preference and habits; temporal, time index for correlation; weekly, summarized strings, 40%; user control, delete. And on the right, daily AI briefing, which is quite good. 6 fixed section every morning: priority task, goal, progress, finance rule, health check, learning nudge, and cross domain insight. 60 seconds of context that would take you an hour to assemble manually. So yeah, this is the client dashboard. When user plan and track 4 pillars of your KPI, which is goal and productivity, finance intelligence, health intelligence, pharma intelligence. And the system 3, which is the end user. So the movement that makes user actually pay. So for flow at the top, cost optimizer, saving 2 8 a month; legal assistant with cap seated; learning hub with a skill gap radar; synthesis productivity weekly, cross domain insights. So you can see below, and the user value. So I'm going to switch to pricing. The pricing is, get free tire, $0 forever, 2 active goals, basic briefing. This is the trial funnel, and which is quite good. And as we are giving the trial, the bar at the bottom is the kill short. Cost optimizer saves user 150 to $300 per month, which is quite good. Subscription cost 6 to $19 a month. Canceling makes no economic sense. So this is the revenue projections. The chart on the left tells the story. M3, we are at 16K MRR. M12 on 18K, 85K. That's 17,000 paying users. M24, 840K MRR, 8,000 users. M36, 1.5 million MRR. So it's quite amazing. So you can go through and read this. And I'm gonna switch to customer ROI. This is the slide that makes investor call this defensible. User paid $28 a year for US subscription in return. Medication savings 28 a month, annual saving of 3,060, 360 ROI of 14.7 times the cost optimizer alone. So which is quite good. Legal consultation avoided, time recovered, and total net ROI, which is quite good. The infrastructure, which I'm gonna go through. So uh, 50 cent per user infrastructure cost, 99.3% margin at scale. Chart on the left, even at 100,000 user, we are spending $8,000 a month on infrastructure plus AI agent against my 900,000 a month in revenue. That's the margin. uh, and right side and the bottom right is the right side, the top scalability KPI, and the bottom right is the secret. The I'm gonna switch to GTM and roadmap. Phase one, the MVP is 12 weeks, and phase two is the month 4 through 12, paid blank sync real time health kit, go direct pharmacy, pricing, web app voicing, acquisition channels at the bottom. uh, yeah, and here we go. Budget, the ask, budget $450,000 over 12 months. So approve in this review. Hiring starts week 1, MVP in market in 12, 17,000 paying users. So yeah, that's all from my side. Hope you like this video. Thank you.